A new update to the Legion expansion, considerable fighting in Nullsec and Lowsec, and Gallente Federation Day. This is Amamake, not Jita, but welcome to the Pulse. EVE Online's Legion expansion was first announced at FanFest 2025, released on the 27th of May, and now Legion has received its first update. A number of changes went in on the 24th of June, many based on your input and feedback. The latest quality of life improvements, primarily informed by the Little Things panel at FanFest, include the ability to ignore contracts you're no longer interested in, clarity in the UI about entropic disintegrator spool progress, plus time needed for max spool, and more. Also in the Legion update, the new optimized map now shows soon-to-be vulnerable orbital skyhooks. This offers enhanced clarity and strategic opportunities for skyhook raiding. Furthermore, the raiding window has been extended. There are also now more opportunities for conflict around Metanox moon drills, as unanchoring the structure will take longer, so groups cannot easily use this tactic to avoid a fight. Capsuleers who are skilled at scouting can also now hack sovereignty hubs to gather intel, including which upgrades are installed and which are online, allowing for more informed decisions when identifying targets. That's not all for the Legion update, especially for Capsuleers interested in aligning with pirates. You can now enlist with the Angel Cartel or Gueristas directly from Zarzak, lowering that particular barrier to entry. There are a few improvements to the war zone as well, increasing LP payouts for capture and some new combat opportunities geared towards smaller fights. Industrialists can enjoy increased resource availability as pyrite yields from reprocessing have been increased, while Pochven has seen a number of changes, including improvements and more rewards for smaller scale sites aimed at providing opportunities for agile cruiser teams. In addition, war deck loopholes have been sealed, and the Compare tool has been revamped. The Legion expansion, of course, introduced the Triglavian Barbaroga Marauder, the Angel Cartel Sarathiel Dreadnought, freelance jobs, the Corp Pallet, a visual upgrade for many cruisers, increased effectiveness of resistance modules, and more. Here are some expansion numbers so far, and if you'd like a chance to win the skin that you see on the updated Sacrilege in the next segment, just comment below with the word Pulse and your player character name. The Great Wildlands region in Nullsec was the site of a major escalation between the Imperium and PanFam coalitions, with thousands of Capsuleers involved in the fighting. The Imperium adopted an aggressive siege strategy by anchoring citadels on PanFam's doorstep, with the subsequent battles resulting in the destruction of 2 PanFam keepstars. A recent episode of The Scope covered some of the conflict, but there have been further developments since. The Imperium claimed more systems in the region of Innsmother and announced their formal migration into the area to stage out of the system of SeaTac J6MT, with new allies out of the blue joining them. The War of the Ruses, as the Imperium currently labels it, continues as PanFam persists with its strategy of smaller-scale infrastructure harassment and battles across multiple locations. Elsewhere in New Eden, the Lantorn system in Heimatar, a mere 2 jumps from here, saw one of the biggest fights recorded in recent months. An assault by Winter Coalition and their allies on a snuffed-out Fortizar sparked a huge battle. Multiple rivals of Snuffed Out joined Winterco in the attack, while Snuffed enlisted their own support. The resulting battle saw loss estimates rise above 3 trillion ISK, with almost 4,000 Capsuleers involved. The Fortizar survived, but post-attack revelations of allies switching sides mid-battle could have ramifications for the region. Check out the most recent episode of The Scope for full details. There's something about this area because just a few days later, next door in Siseide, another massive dread brawl took place. Pirate forces spread corruption into Siseide, allowing for warp disruption probes, which drastically changed the landscape of the fight. What started as a single Phoenix Navy issue camping a gate quickly escalated into a full-fledged brawl between Sedition, Snuffed Out, Shadow Cartel, Deepwater Hooligans, and several other groups in the war zone. In all, just over 3.3 trillion ISK was destroyed. In just 4 days, nearly 600 dreads and over 6 trillion ISK has gone up in smoke in these two systems alone. The system of Dodixi will host the player-run Gallente Federation Day celebrations on the 28th of June, with all Capsuleers and Federation citizens invited to attend. The event activities will begin at 1800 UTC and include a Miss and Mr. Federation pageant, ship customization and fireworks parade, as well as a Federation trivia quiz, with rewards including plenty of Plex and millions of ISK. With battles raging all across New Eden, there's a sale in the New Eden store on skins for the most commonly used ships so far. Get 50% off selected skins for the Raven Navy issue, Ferox Navy issue, Roke, Zenitra, Minakawa, Apostle, and Barguest until the 30th of June. That's all for this episode of The Pulse. Thank you for joining us. Remember to check the description below for more information on the stories that we've covered, and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay notified of any other content that we post. See you next time. Now to try and get out of here safely. It's all fun and games in the bar, but out there, all bets are off.